the Titans out in front in that one. The Titans trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. A touchdown on the ground there for James Robinson. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second and very short, Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. All right, keep me honest here, Brandon. So they decide not to run the football again. They had 2 shots to try and pick up the first down, probably fairly easily on the ground. Now it's 4th down.
And we'll see if those decisions come back to haunt them. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll give it back to Armstead. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Bawden. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll run with Bawden. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. This is Bawden, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Bawden with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. A
big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Wentz. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he doesn't, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss to Armstead. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Back now here on EA Sports. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Looking to throw. Brown. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Looking deep for Adams.
And this one nearly picked off. Let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep.
yards to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And is that Gronkowski the one slow to get up? Yes, Gronk still down right now. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And quickly they get to the line. Armstead running to the left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Brown on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Running it with Armstead. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambeau is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery. Brown. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So they obviously declined that. And it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So now the Jags down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for the Colts, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.